what's up?
Baby, let's go.
Welcome to our website. We got loads of news and gossip for you today. But first, here's a new song.
Represent for everybody who need that stimulus.
Money.
Taylor Vanay.
Yeah. Where my money?
Nightly.
Money.
Stars International
I'm
Records.
talking about that stimulus check. Stimulus check. Got
Money.
Stimulus check. Stimulus check. Where that stimulus check. Stimulus check.
Money.
Give me my stimulus check,
Money.
girl.
No time for linger. Chain on my neck and ring on finger. 24 on the whip with in top window. Come from the place, but me and a sprinter. Girl said she love me style, said she name Blinda. Fuck with me cash, I'm rising incha. Up and perm, me no bring passenger. Anything pop off, then you know what danger. Hey, to the sky, aim for the sky. Money have to make, so we keep on trying. To the sky, aim for the sky. Money have to make when it touching a foreign. To the sky, aim for the sky. I forget rich when it touching a foreign. To the sky, aim for the sky. Money have to make, so we touching a foreign.
About that stimulus check.
Yeah.
Stimulus check. Got
Money.
Stimulus check. Stimulus check. Where that stimulus check. Stimulus check.
I'm Taylor Vanay.
My stimulus check, girl.
Pocket full of dreams, thoughts full of money. Everybody on go. Credit cards on max, faded jeans, lint on my clothes. Gotta be away, tired of being broke. Baby mama call her tripping. Why? It's either me and you, get it off the muscle, ride or die. I gotta get it, I need that. Stimulus shit, I got that. Ambition on deck, push it. Rewind this track, I ain't stopping till I get that. Now who them that said on me, they shine. Cocky up when I drink my wine. Ain't got my money, don't waste my time. It's the government, gon' give me mine.
Stimulus check. Stimulus check.
Money.
Stimulus check. Stimulus check. Where that stimulus check. Stimulus check.
Money.
Give me my stimulus check, girl.
It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Brooklyn Cafe studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat at the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, or a movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in free 888-994-4995 right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe on a beautiful Thursday afternoon. It is opening day. Play ball! It's going to be my Mets against their Marlins. Opening day for baseball. It's going to be the Mets against the Marlins. I'm going to tell you something. The Marlins look like they have the Mets ticket this year. If that happens, Slick, I would watch your back.
You're going to wash his back?
Watch your back.
You're giving him a bath?
No, watch yourself. Yeah, you keep thinking I'm going to wash your back. Yeah, I'm going to wash your back, all right. I'm going to wash your back. My 38 is going to wash your
He
back.
needs a whole exfoliation. He says,
Yeah, I'm
call
gonna
Maria
exfoliate
at the spa facial, and she will give you a whole exfoliation.
That's right. Yeah, I'm going to exfoliate you.
How do you like our new set today?
We're going to get into this.
I got to tell
Isn't
you.
this gorgeous? Look
You
at
know,
this.
it's one thing to look at it from when where you guys are sitting. It's another to see when we actually see this on set. This is spectacular.
You match very well today.
Thank you. This is courtesy, it never shows up. This is courtesy of Amy Reshevsky's show yesterday, Let's Talk Art, and she had 3 incredible artists on, and Barbara Silver was the winner, and these 2 pieces behind us were created by Barbara Silver, and then OMG Flower Boutique created this spectacular arrangement. Andres did this right here in studio to match this artwork, which was amazing. This is so beautiful.
And I want to give, I thought the ladies were going to come here today. I wanted to extend, because there were no losers here, right? No. This one. But the other two ladies, I want to put them on in Studio B to do a show, showing their art on the side as well. But we highlighted this one on our show, but I want them to feel that their art was spectacular. I mean, I was like, how the hell did you pick?
Yeah, that's true. That's why I asked him how he felt, but he felt colors yesterday. And that's how he picked.
So he picked.
Yeah.
Wasn't even your choice.
No.
I saw him
That's what
putting
makes
this
it
together.
even better.
These things with the black this wiring thing that he put in here, holy
So that was a
smokes.
surprise to the artist, and that's what I wanted.
Well, it looks fantastic. It's up on the set. It's actually well balanced.
I got to tell you, you guys worked really hard today putting studio,
Oh, it
changing
looks
some
gorgeous.
artwork. You like it?
Oh, very nice.
Did you see the big banner out front?
I did.
Now you can't miss us, right?
Thank goodness.
Not at all.
We have more banners
I'm
coming.
so tired of telling people, well, it says this, but it's
I
this.
know the sign. We're a little delayed on the sign.
We're working on it. It's coming. I promise it's coming.
So we went to those big. I have two more coming. We went to that because the sign with the city and the virus and everything's taking
Yes.
forever. So I said maybe we can sort of bypass that in the meantime. But my goodness gracious, that thing is big.
Big.
Slick and
Everything seems to be getting bigger, which I
we
love
need
it.
more room. Can we put a second floor?
You talked to Max about that. You've had a Comcast sign coming also. I don't know what
Did
you
you
got
see
coming.
that?
And yes, and thank you to Israel bringing lunch. Those are not cheese balls, those are cheese puffs. Cheese balls would require cheese in the puffs, and those do not have. They are orange, though. They're quite
They're
lovely.
cheese balls.
Puffs. There's a
Let's get an
difference.
idea.
Yes.
You
Let's
can
make.
put a loft behind you.
Oh. How do we do that?
You don't tell the city.
But what behind it?
A loft.
A loft. Oh, there you go.
Wow.
Permit not
amazing.
needed.
You know, maybe we built on the outside of this place. Now I want you to know that Kenny Love had a balloon
I know, it's
Valentine's
still there.
Day, and it's beginning to lose oxygen.
But it's April 1st. How long that's been up there?
Maybe
6
another
weeks.
2 months.
I never even saw it.
That has been up there for 2 months, which is unbelievable. But yeah, Kenny Love Show
You're
is
forgetting
tomorrow.
that it's not just a big day in baseball,
Yes.
but today is also what?
April Fool's Day.
April Fool's
I already
Day.
got a big one this
So
morning.
who among us is the fool?
Who has been fooled?
I
Who
have.
has been fooled?
Who has been? I was fooled this morning.
You were?
Yeah, Gio told me that his girlfriend was pregnant.
Oh, I got that this morning, too.
They had to wake me up because I was on the floor, I fainted.
Me too. I had that this
But it-
morning
it
also.
was
My
April
husband
Fool.
believed it 100%.
I
As long as
believed
it's
it.
not you, it's good.
Yeah, but 8 is enough.
You have 8?
I have 8.
Yep.
Smoking.
Barbara,
Most
how many
adorable.
do you have?
Barbara doesn't. You don't have. You have
I
step
do. I have
grandchildren.
step grandchildren.
you
I
do.
do. I have 4.
You have 4, you got 8, you got 3,
3.
maybe one more on the way, and
Wow.
yeah, that's good.
It
to be
ain't,
back.
it ain't my circus, as they say.
That's true.
You know, it's funny because I was talking to my son last night till 11:30, and I says, "Hey, welcome to parenthood."
Parenthood or paradise?
Parenthood.
Same
Paradise is at
same
the end.
thing.
That's in 18 years.
That's when you got 8 is enough. That's kind of parent. No, I think you just worry more. Do you ever wake up on a day and not worry about one of them?
Now, yeah, I'm past that stage now.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, they you know, they're full-grown families, so they
Yeah,
just
but
have
what
to worry
about their
me. It's
issues
my
and
turn.
their problems?
Yes, but you know, being in Cleveland last week with 3 of them running around the house and a giant dog that that barks at his toy all day long, I had to escape a couple times just to get some sound.
You have
back
a
in my
giant
ears.
dog? What kind of dog is a giant dog?
I don't know. It's big enough that it ate the food off the counter
Oh, wow.
when we weren't looking.
Well, that's interesting.
Oh, I'm glad you're back. We missed you. You had an amazing show yesterday.
Oh, good, good,
Your
good.
shows get bigger and bigger. It's like a part. Everyone said, "Why were you at work so late?" I said, "Well, we had a party, but not really. There were only 4 people." So it was a small party, but yet very powerful.
Oh, good. Yeah.
Amy did a great job.
Thanks, Barb's.
Well, you want to introduce Barbara?
Oh, Barbara Silver, good friend, great artist.
Thank you.
And she's joining our wall team here, which is awesome.
Our wall team.
And
Thrilled.
Hashtag wall team.
yeah, we have a new
So
wall team.
excited.
We're excited to have you also because we've known you for a few years now from another studio.
Yes.
And your art studio is actually right down the street.
Right down the walking distance, so look out.
That's amazing. Anytime, we're always here.
Okay. Okay, you
Well-
got
Coffee,
it.
tea, gubba, vodka, you name it, wine day.
I didn't want to say it, but as long as you went for it, there you go. I'll bring the olives. I'll bring the onions.
We're all in. We got the ice.
And I'll bring the hot dogs.
And the popcorn. Don't forget the popcorn.
We're working on
Well,
that.
tell us a little bit about your work. The piece behind us is one of them, and I know we've got some new ones hanging up. Slick had his hat on today, so it's a little cockeyed, but he's
So,
gonna fix it.
what I can share with you is that some of the paint manufacturers lately have come up with some amazing formulas, which gives the artist a lot of latitude to go in whatever direction he or she wants to go. And I have a very unusual style of painting, which is that I rarely use a brush, number one. And two, I very often put the canvas on the ground and I manipulate it. I move it from side to side. And that's how I sometimes get the actual movement and markings, which we call some of the small areas of the painting. Now, the one on the wall up there on the left, which I don't know if the audience can't see yet, is mostly gold, and gold is very hot. Yesterday we were talking about certain types of
Oh, the Bitcoin.
the Bitcoin, but gold has not lost its allure. People who own real gold these days, they're doing really, really well. So gold is very popular right now as a trend in painting.
I love the way you just got my brain going, which is scary. But you know how we were talking about, because we have a new show starting today on Bitcoin. And because of that you're painting up there, I don't know if you have a picture of it that we can send,
Sure.
that maybe we put that as one of his, as a logo, and we can put his bee on top of it, but then it kind of marinates the art, the bee,
Oh,
and all
that's
of the world.
interesting.
Why not? I got to tell you,
It's just hard for us to get a clear angle, but if you have a shot of it, we can send it, and then like, we can overlay
do.
the
I
logo,
actually
which would
do.
be pretty cool.
I got to tell you, my son and I were talking to about 11:30 last night, and he caught your show yesterday. And he was amazed about the conversation we had about the digital Bitcoin piece that are coming out, the TNFs.
No, that was important.
And he decided then he listened
NFTs.
to NFTs. What did I say?
EFT, ENFs.
AGB, whatever.
LBGT.
And he decided then to listen to the Bitcoin show that I put on Monday as a repeat, right?
Oh, wow.
And he said, that guy and what the ladies are talking about is really interesting. So now, all of a sudden, all
tie it
my New York
together.
connections are beginning to call. But I'm getting sideways movement on the artist because of just the conversation.
Yes.
So we're gonna have to talk to him
Yeah.
about maybe putting the art together and doing this whole thing.
Yeah, I think he'd bite. I think that's great.
Because if there's a market for your art, which is spectacular and different, then why not take advantage of what the market will pay?
That sounds great. Yeah.
Which is incredible, but I love the gold, and that piece has gold in it also.
Yes.
which
That's
is really
all
cool.
gold almost,
Yeah,
you know.
it's a totally different feel.
Right, and that particular canvas, which hopefully we can highlight at another point, is done by stripping and re-stripping the canvas. There's nothing sexual about this, I want to be clear. But it's just taking the paint on, off, stripping down, using sandpaper, using all sorts of unconventional tools to get where you want to get. No brush.
Okay, Barbara, how do you know when it's finished?
That is such a great
That
question.
is a great question.
I think that is the ultimate question that most artists ask themselves, right, Amy?
Every day. Okay, so.
It is visceral. It is a visceral experience. You know, there is at a certain point instinctively where you feel like, although an artist usually feels it's never done, but there is usually a click, right? And all
When
of a
you just
sudden you
know.
feel confident that you are where you want to be. Or you completely ruin the canvas, start all over, gesso it to death,
Yeah.
go back to its original form, and start all over
Yeah,
again.
I have one of those right now.
Uh-oh.
But oh, I was going to just say that when you're thinking that it's finished, sometimes if I don't go, I put it aside. Lately, I haven't because I'm rushing myself too much these days. I put it aside and go back to it. Then I can see things that I should have done, but it gives you another feel for maybe
Yes.
a different future of the piece.
Totally.
So I really like that, and that's why I like to work on 2 or 3 things at a time.
Yes, exactly. And, you know, if you go back in history to all the great artists, that is what they did. They put one piece aside, you know, and they were working 3 or 4 pieces at the same time, particularly of the abstract artists, the Pollocks, if you will, you know, the Kleins. They were all working several different canvases at the same time. To Amy's point, you get a little relief, you come up for air, you pause, and then all of a sudden you go back again.
Yeah.
What inspires you?
I am so turned on by, I mean, at night I dream about what I'm going to do the next morning with the canvas, you know, because there are no rules. That's the thing, Dawn, there aren't any rules. I mean, in how many aspects of life do you have the opportunity to do whatever you want to do without any confinement? So that's why I think that art and music, for example, the opportunity to invent on a constant basis is a gift.
And I gotta tell you what's, bless you.
That's needs
Please
to the
don't
truth.
shoot.
Thank you.
I gotta tell
There
you,
you
what's
go.
happening is that the musicians, because we are talking to more musicians, it's gotten to a point that Jeffrey wants the sets to include the art. And he
Yes.
wants a change because the artists now are beginning to feel the vibe. I got a violinist coming. And I can imagine, I want to use this when Bazooka is on the set.
Yeah.
Because it
This one
Yes.
I really like is the gold, and I mean I love them both, but I think you want to invoke feeling and passion. You know, when you're talking about money and the gold, and these are fantastic, amazing pieces that you do, and they just gotten. We haven't seen your work in a little while, and oh my gosh,
It's
they
changed
just-
quite a bit.
It's changed quite a bit. And I wanted to ask you. I'll never forget. Ron was here a couple months ago, and he's standing here next to me, and he says, "Imagine what it's like to be in Amy's head."
I knew you were going to say that.
And I think about it all the time because the amazing thing is you look around here, it's not like 2 + 2 is 4 and you always come up with the same answer. Every artist brings something different, and every piece from each artist is different and unique. Has the past year changed your artwork?
I think you've really hit the nail on the head. I think the evolving of any kind of a creative individual, be it a musician, a writer, or an artist, is the beauty of it, you know, and that you can recognize yourself, that you've made movement, that you've gone to another plane, that you are more confident in your work, is really what gives you the joy.
Yeah, I know when you moved into the gallery, I mean, you were not too sure what's going on, and it taught you a lot. Because
Tremendous.
not only did it teach you more skills, but it taught you, it gave you an opportunity to know the other artists and see their work and sort of learn from a lot of that. And I mean, it's a great education when you're in a large group like
So
that.
yesterday, when we were on set with the other 2 terrific artists, Deborah and Rosie, Rosie said to me, "I hope I'm not going to in any way be off base here, but can I make a suggestion?" And I said, "Sure." And she pointed to the diptych behind you, and she said, "You know, what about putting a little silver in there?" And I thought, great idea, Rosie. So what we can learn from one another is huge, you know, whether it be a technique, you know, or I love getting somebody else's opinion. If someone says to me, "You know, I really don't think it works," that's great. It's just very
honest. Yeah, that's good.
It's that, you know, it's hearing what someone else has to say opens up a whole other, you know, tabula rasa for you, if you will.
But you know what impressed me most? The other, I'm sitting here thinking about it. 4 ladies, and you're all friends.
Yes.
But you're all in the same profession. You're all artists. But yet there was no competition. I mean, you had fun with this and the flowers and everything, but it wasn't a real competition. It
Not
wasn't
at all.
It wasn't as if anyone was wishing anyone bad.
Oh, no, we
it
back each
wasn't.
other.
It wasn't like this. You all grow from being with each
Oh,
other.
absolutely. We
Well
need
said.
it. You need it.
Absolutely.
Which is really, especially now, to have anybody, let alone 4 women in the same profession, coming from same gallery, different galleries, and still be friends and still cheer each other on is huge.
I felt that there was tremendous support amongst us.
I got to tell you, when we were at the other place, I used to get a little teed off because I'm being honest. I wanted to bring the artist on. You know, I never got to really talk to Amy because everything over there was so vast and separate. And I used to come by, on the way to the bathroom.
I was just going to say, on the way to the men's room, I got a little bit of a hi, how you doing?
But it was different. The environment was different.
But we've all learned from past experiences.
But the one thing that's always stayed constant with me is that I wanted to learn more about the artists. I could have 20 artists in a room, and I'm going to come up with 20 different ideas, 20 different feels, 20 different motions and commotions. And this is what I feel. And yesterday you had I was like a kid in a candy store yesterday because you had everybody doing I didn't even know this was happening. Nobody told me.
Right. Well, next time OMG comes, he's going to work up here with me so we can see his work as he's working, because he felt it was a little bit more difficult back there, so I couldn't see what he's doing. And so we got that. But he and I are going to work on musical instruments. So he's going to be I'm going to do paintings of some musical instruments, and he's going to do the flowers. So
Now we're going to have to spray these into cement
Yeah, I know.
because people are going to want to buy this with this. So you got to make it so it never
I
dies.
think if we sell it, a new arrangement goes with it.
I think it's a great idea.
Yep.
So
If
anyone
with
who wants
purchase.
to purchase these pictures together, we will get a fresh arrangement made to go with this, delivered to your home
Absolutely.
or office.
And
Beautiful.
anybody that gets his flowers will use them over and over again, because you're never disappointed.
And Barbara, that's your number, 917-757-0447?
Yes, thank you.
And if you want to get this masterpiece, I'm going to tell you, this thing, when I saw it yesterday, and I look at Dawn, I'm like, when did this happen? And then I saw the artists come in and all the pieces. I wanted to take the other two and put them in the other room and do what you were doing your show, but they were involved in the show. And
But all of them do such tremendous. I mean, Rosie's pieces are great. I always love her umbrellas, and they're walking away in the rain. She always has great pieces.
Yeah,
And
she
Deborah,
has a series, yeah.
and her horses are amazing. And I just love how you all work together, which is really, really tremendous. Do you have a website? All your pictures, Barbara, are there?
Yeah, my website is in process, actually, as we speak. We're just completing it. And it's barbarasilvergallery.com. So another couple of days, we should be up and running, and I'm very excited about that. You know, life is good. Life is good.
We'll show you how to put your show on your site.
Excellent.
yes.
So we're going to do that. We're going to add you to our gallery page, which is on the Brooklyn Cafe show page. So we have a page just for all of our artists in-house, and then each
Oh,
picture.
wow.
So we'll pull some of
That's
your
new.
pictures. That's new. We did that last week. Add you guys to our social media loop and really increase the exposure, because now it's about layering. You can't have one without another.
Yes.
Right? You need music, you need art, you need finance, you need the creative process. I love that in our heads 2 + 2 don't answer 4. It's like Weight Watchers. 15 crackers is this, but at 14 it's a little bit
Wait
different.
a minute, Dawn. What do you know about Weight Watchers?
She's on it with me.
She's on it.
Don't ask.
The two of them.
But you know how you
Don't
can
ask.
manipulate things a little bit?
I'm
mean, that's
losing
the
weight,
beauty
and
of
I
what
don't know
we
what
get to
she's
do.
losing.
I know everything about weight. I'm going to throw you a curve that I used to be the editor of Weight Watchers magazine
Wow.
Really?
in another life.
I'm going to throw you a curve. We're the only company that they allow Weight Watchers from New York City to have somebody here as a representative on
Is
the
that
show.
right?
Remember
That
when
was
we
up
had
at the
it?
other place, yeah.
And I had to jump through hurdles to get that thing because only Oprah is allowed to do it, but they let.
You know how you
this
can
thing do it.
manipulate numbers? We can manipulate things here a little bit.
Listen,
Layer it
also,
up.
I want to announce, rent an artist. So if you're a not-for-profit or you're trying to rent, if you're trying to raise money, what better than to have one of our artists come in and they will fill your place with beautiful art. They'll describe it. You can take pictures. They may even do something on the spot. I don't know. You work out a deal, but rent an artist. You give us a call. What's the number?
888-994-4995, Studio A.
And you can rent an artist. And I was thinking about this last night. There's a lot of people trying to rent for good causes money. They're trying to raise money. And you have a place and you bring it in. I got this idea from Fem City's piece and my piece at the place. You can go to Tommy's place, rent his place. You bring the artists in there. You rent and you sell raffles, numbers, whatever you got to do to raise money. You work with the artists. But my goodness, you talk about filling a room with all of this great stuff and raising money. And it goes
Terrific.
hand in hand.
And also, offices are now opening up. You want to freshen it up, get a new feel. If you've been closed for a little while, people are returning to work, anything. We can rent it, stage your office for a little bit, and then change them out.
And our artists are making deals. I'm going to tell you something. You know, I'm from New York, off the cuff. Give them a call, because if you're ever going to fill a place with a lot of art, now would be the time.
I got to tell you, it looks really nice behind you right now.
You like this part right here?
I like it a
Even
lot.
new guy like this.
I like
he
it
says,
a lot.
Man, I like that a lot. You like this, right, new guy? Yeah, he's not
New
here.
guy, damn.
Dan, I like it, you know, because
Yeah, I
when I
don't know
look
his
at you,
name.
I get to see everything behind, and you vice versa, so it looks really nice. Amy, the colors all here look amazing.
Awesome.
Color is movement. Movement makes things go.
So check out all of the artists right here at our Brooklyn Cafe Show mini gallery. You can go to barbarasilvergallery.com, theartofamyrashevsky.com. Come visit us because our doors are open. We are doing it safely still and always. We can make an appointment or let you know when it's not so busy here. Take a look around. Going to be opening up, doing maybe a little pop-up
Yes,
the
we're
end
gonna
of
be talking
this
about that.
month, and then do something bigger in the fall when it cools off and we can really plan it appropriately. I know you ladies are going away, so we want to give it as much visibility as
Where
we
the hell are you
possibly
going?
can. They're all going on a temple trip.
What?
That's just for a couple.
Oh, that's just a couple of
Where you going?
okay.
What temple? You in Arizona?
It's a wine trip, you know, a little
Yeah, we
Vino,
drink
little
every
Vino, little
You know who Amy hangs out with.
Vino Rouge, you know.
Oh, you like wine trips?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so we are going to rent the party bus.
Yes.
Heath, I got Heath on the phone. We are going down to,
Schnepley's Vineyard. It's not a vineyard, but it's a wine yard.
it's a beautiful place. And he says he has wines that are made from fruits and vegetables or whatever.
Schnepley's Winery
Not
down
grapes.
near Homestead.
So is it an organic winery, more or less?
It is.
Mostly more?
Mostly more.
Yeah.
But this
Absolutely.
guy, he has like mango. He has also, and we had bottles here.
Avocado.
They
We have some here.
disappeared
I know.
in 30 seconds.
It's incredible. They've got acres and acres. They do movie night and they do great events. Schnebley's Winery is actually Jay Harmon's nephew,
Oh, is that right?
and the wine is spectacular. So
We're gonna
gonna
need two
take a party
buses.
bus and go. It's an
'Cause-
hour and a half, so we figure we need a DD. We need to get there
I
and
ain't
back
driving
safely.
down there.
Not you.
I know.
He definitely will not be the DD.
We may need
Him?
two. We may
After-
need two
yeah,
buses
yeah.
because all the artists want to go down,
I know.
which is kind of.
It's going to be a great event. So definitely going to plan that.
So plan it. Let's do this. All right.
Pick a day and do it. All right, let's take a commercial break. Give us a call, 888-994-4995, Studio A, and we'll be right back.
Welcome to your vacation staycation. And what better way to kick back than to blend up a sweet pina colada, a smooth mojito, or just a nice stiff rum and coke. If you want true relaxation and enjoyment, then you want Gubba Rum. Gubba Rum is a unique rum infusion. Gubba Silver Rum is infused with real shredded coconut, and Gubba Rum Gold is infused with real shredded vanilla bean. Both are made with certified organic ingredients. Each infused Gubba Rum is 35% ABV, 70 proof, and as we say in Boston, wicked smooth. So if you're looking for the best combination of taste, smoothness, quality, and price, your clear choice is Gubba Rum. If you want that wicked smooth taste for yourself or your vacation, staycation, visit GubbaRum.com to find your closest liquor store that carries Gubba Rum Gold and Gubba Rum Silver. Gubba Rum, it's wicked smooth.
In Marseille, France, Max Lazega creates whimsical and free-flowing interpretive art. His 40 years in the construction industry created the foundation for his craft. His unique work displays his view of the future with bold and playful combinations of materials and processes, but the methodology remains consistent. He fuses recycled materials and discarded building supplies into a fresh, well-executed approach. Lazega has lived in Miami, Florida most of his life, where he pursues his lifelong passion of creating industrial art. For more information, contact Max Lazega at artworkstudios.org or 786-326-8873.
Hi, I'm Robin Weiss, and I'm a rhinestone artist and rhinestone art instructor. 12 years ago, when I retired from my nail business, I decided to become a rhinestone artist. But then I soon realized there was nowhere that I could go to find the adequate combination of tools or even instructions of how to go about enjoying this craft. My passion for this beautiful medium we know as rhinestones and what I knew they could create drove me to figure out a way to create this magical craft that I now teach. I have developed the perfect rhinestone crafting starter kit, which contains the perfect rhinestone crafting pickup stick. I created this kit to help others and to show you that rhinestone crafting is a craft whose time has come. Filled with fun, rhythmic, and therapeutic, the amount of items that you can cover is endless. Not to mention the places this craft will take you and the people you will meet if you should decide you want to get to artist level. You can watch my creations and watch me work on the Brooklyn Cafe TV show every Thursday, where I'll be blinging for Dawn, and sometimes Freddie. While we enjoy each other's company, I'll be bringing you the most beautiful and fun creations to inspire you to try this craft. You can also find me on Real Housewives of Bling at Instagram and also my Facebook group. That is where I'll show you all of my crystal creations while you follow me on my rhinestone journey.
Looking for a cool, laid-back space with great people and even better drinks? You can't lose. The Artful Dodger, Boca Raton's hidden gem. A good, old-fashioned local bar is hard to come by, but not anymore. The Artful Dodger is a fun, casual place to sit back and relax. Located at 495 Northeast 20th Street in Boca Raton, you'll find your new favorite bar. The Artful Dodger. We'll see you there.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we're back. And this portion of the show brought to you by
The Spa Facial. And I really need to get my skin in order, I gotta tell you. I told you this morning, before the makeup and concealer goes on, it's like, holy cow. So, it's gonna start using these products by Maria, the Spa Facial. These are minimal skincare, daily cleanser. There's a scrub, moisturizer, and then a tea tree spray to keep you all fresh and vitalized.
Oh, I took this away from you. You usually read this, right?
It's all right.
No, you can read it.
Massage Luxury Day Spa, just in time for Mother's Day, by the way, which is right around the corner. Organic facials, foot detox, that's lotion. I mean, that's cleanser.
It's delicious.
It's now moisturizer for your hands. Reflexology, teeth whitening, manscaping, and face and body waxing. You can go spend the day.
This is soapy.
Because it's soap.
Why would you bring the soap out? Oh, Lord.
Oh, I'm sorry, you don't know the word cleanser. Soap in Freddie's world.
It's soapy. Look, I washed my hands.
Cleanser for women is soap for Freddie. Yes, that is soapy.
It's soap.
It smells good though, doesn't it?
It smells delicious. I feel like eating my feet, my
So
my
give
hands.
her a call, 954-213-5034. Go for a spa day with mom, your sister, your daughter, just a friend, or by yourself. Get that relaxation going.
This is not good. Now it's sticky. Why don't you tell me these
I
things?
said it's cleanser.
Why would you bring a cleanser up and not the moisturizer?
We can. Well,
Never mind.
They'll
It's
get
okay.
you the moisturizer
That's
as
all right.
well.
Commercial break. I'm going to stick to the ceiling.
Reflexology and a lot of fun things. This is amazing. Hector's getting ready for the next segment because we've got Homemade with the Animator this weekend, and he made quiche. Do you like quiche?
Love quiche.
So this is quiche. It's
Nope, he's handing it to you.
Oh, thank you.
And I got sticky fingers.
You got sticky fingers? Hector, this is the episode for next week, for Saturday.
What in the world is quiche? Anybody know?
It's like an egg pie.
Egg pie.
It's egg, mushrooms, peppers. It's really good.
Wow, you made this? Wow.
Hector, this is delicious. Wow.
This is
Amy's
really
ready
good.
for lunch. Yeah, grab a
Yeah.
mic. Wow, this is really good, Hector.
You've outdone yourself again.
You're welcome.
Spinach, eggs.
Yeah, I got spinach. I got well, eggs. Well, all quiche have eggs. All quiche uses eggs. Surprisingly enough, you'd be surprised how many eggs you use for this.
I'd be shocked.
A lot, right?
What kind of cheese is that, Hector?
Yeah. I forgot to mention. I found like a Gruyere. I found like some discount Gruyere, so I add that to the quiche.
What's in this? This is so
This
good.
is unbelievable, bro.
So besides spinach and mushrooms, some cherry tomatoes, some caramelized onion, and a little bit of turkey bacon. Turkey bacon like already mixed into everything.
Amy, you like to cook. Not a lot
Plus
of eggs?
cheese.
Wow. What's mostly in it? What makes it so fluffy?
Well, you have to watch the episode for that.
Wow.
But like I
That
said,
was delicious.
Like I said, I did this because I know Easter, because Easter is this week, and I might as well give you guys some options when you need to think of what do I make for Easter brunch.
Good idea.
And considering that I know I probably won't be making this for my family, I'm at least gonna make it for someone.
And there's a whole pan back there, you guys.
Yeah, but you guys eat like hummingbirds, so.
Well, no, because this is good. This is healthy, and I can eat around the crust for Passover, which is even better. This is delicious. What do you
I
do
even
for
made
Easter?
I even made a crustless version just in case.
Did you really?
Yeah, well, it's really small. It's really small though.
Well, I don't require a whole
People
lot.
are asking me, how long does it take to make this quiche?
Depends on how much time you have.
Crustless.
If you need time, it'll take. It's less than 3. If you want to do it right, you need about 3 hours.
Holy smokes!
Or you
But
call
that,
Hector
but you'll
and he'll
see.
make
But
it
if you
for
want,
you.
again, if you want to understand why you need like 3 hours, you're gonna need to watch the episode.
Okay, there you go.
But if you have the crust pre-made, it's only like 40 minutes.
Oh, you did a homemade crust too?
Why
Is the episode homemade crust?
Oh, it includes the crust. It includes instructions to make the crust too.
Are you enjoying doing homemade with the animator? Can we get a split screen, guys, on him? Thanks. We got Amy too. Are you enjoying doing homemade with the animator? Have you learned? Have you increased your cooking skills or
No,
changed
but-
anything?
Well, if there's one thing. If there's a bright side doing homemade the animator, it's I've certainly have gotten better at cooking. You get the opportunity to learn new recipes, try out recipes that you didn't try before, and share them with people, which is really the whole reason I enjoyed cooking in the first place.
When you do homemade with the animator, is it a first time of you making it, or do you do a practice run and then do it again?
Most of the time, it's just a first run.
So you take it at the film is what it is.
It is what it is. Like I said, it's a learning. This is pretty much film for learning, film to learn, and it's just as much a learning experience for the guy who is behind the camera, in front of the camera. Well, making the show, it is a one-man production.
In
so
front and behind the camera.
for the guy in front and behind the camera is this for people who actually decide to, hey, why not try to make whatever it is this guy was making.
Well, this is outstanding. I
Hector,
gotta
have
tell
you
you.
ever made a bolin souffle?
I never made souffle before, but that's probably on my list of things to try.
It's so fun, yeah. And it blows up, it's beautiful.
I know, but I don't know what a blintz is.
Oh, you don't know what a blintz is? It's like a rolled dough.
Like a pancake.
Yeah, it's
but
like a pancake that's rolled and usually it has cheese in it or it has
Yes,
fruit in it.
minces are
and then you
delicious.
do the souffle on top of it.
Oh.
And it is really
Spectacular.
And to watch it rise and everything is fun for
Yeah,
your
but
show.
again, that's probably on my list of things to try.
Good.
But I'm gonna tell you, I'm not a big fan of quiche. Linda is, but I'm not. But this is tremendous.
Because it's not very quiche-y.
And if I may stand up and show something to the camera, I make small versions too.
It's a nice
Beautiful.
presentation.
I was watching your show last week, and you, after the holiday, you said it's a little denser than it should be, and then I realized that you don't really do practice runs. It is what it is. And that's really cool because you do it, you film it, and you see how it turns out. And you probably learn from it. You go, yeah, this is a good one, or maybe I'll tweak it the next time.
That's why it's like I said. That's why I keep ending, and always on the episode with "Now you try." I
But
don't.
that's great.
And I'm, like I said, I always kind of a little disappointed that I haven't gotten around time to make my own Facebook page because it is kind of interesting. I would actually like to see if anyone has tried these recipes. Yes, try these recipes and if it's worked out better for them.
That's
we
a good
should
idea.
we should do a segment and talk to the animator. Have you tried it? If you tried it, we'll put them on the air and you can talk to them direct.
Yeah.
I think that'd be really fun.
Have the kids try it and do different things.
I may try it.
You should try it.
I think I will. This
ahead.
is unbelievable.
Go ahead. I mean, you need something for you. I mean, you need something for Easter, and I'm pretty sure you're allowed to eat that for Easter.
Yeah.
I like it when he made the bread. There was all bumpy. What's that kind of bread?
Challah bread?
That thing. I watched that about 10 times.
That was beautiful with the egg wash and everything, how it turned out.
I was like amazed at how simple he made it.
I once tried to make challah with my daughter, and it was like a rock. It never rose. It never did anything.
Because that's the thing. Okay, that's the one thing I'd like to discuss about at least the whole bread marathon that I did. I did from the end of February to the end to middle of March. So poorly planned out. So again, poorly planned out. But that's pretty much the show in general. Is that bread is the bread is more about how you get to the first part, which is the first rise. And if it's funny, if you think it's funny, I had an easier time making bread in the Dominican Republic than I did coming here. And I think it's because it needs to be in a warm, the yeast needs to be in a warm temperature.
I think you're right. And different altitudes, even though we're like sea level here, but different altitudes and different temperatures and humidity probably are different for bread.
Because that's the thing. I do everything. I put warm water, sugar in the water, then packets of dry yeast, and over there it bubbles. Regardless if I'm using fast rising or the regular kind, it bubbles up perfectly. Here it takes twice the amount of time I need just to get to that volume.
That's interesting.
It's true because in Puerto Rico they have something called pan de agua.
Oh, of course. Again, a recipe I wanted to do, but Grandma doesn't remember. But again, Island Grandma doesn't remember anymore.
And the bread is Italian bread, but it's smooth, and it's like a cracker when you open it up and very soft inside.
And the pan de agua part pretty much is because the baking process is similar to a baguette. You pretty much have to put it into a humid oven so it gets all nice and crunchy.
And my father, we lived in Puerto Rico. We used to go by this bakery. That's what they used to make. And he always bought 2 or 3 loaves every day. And I remember when Hector was cooking, I was saying, boy, talk about memories. I don't know if they sell pan de agua here in Florida. I've never seen it.
No, but if they don't, I might want to start.
It's a nice bread. It's in New York City they had the Italian bread. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Do they sell that here? Because I've never seen it here.
Italian bread?
Yeah.
The long loaves?
Yeah.
Yeah, Publix.
Real skinny long ones?
They do.
They do, but it doesn't taste the same.
Well, that I
Of course
can't
it
tell you.
doesn't. Of course it
No.
won't taste the same.
Florida bread doesn't rise like you said.
Again, and I don't know why.
You have to go where?
You might just have to
It's
go to
the,
like a Caribbean shop, and you might
environment, altitude.
either Jamaican or Haitian. And
Didn't you promise me something from the Caribbean shop that you never delivered? I'm sorry, what was that called?
Soup.
you guys got the soup. Yeah, you guys got the soup.
We got the soup?
Yeah.
When did we get the soup?
January.
His
January
mom made
1st.
soup.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, from the store.
What was it?
What was it? You forgot.
You know what I'm having for dinner tonight?
What?
Quiche?
Jamaican stew.
Jamaican stew's nice.
So I can't eat no more.
I like curry goat.
Who's making it?
You know?
Has
Curry goat is nice.
curry goat in it, and it's spicy with brown rice, and it has vegetables. Linda's picking it up because she says I deserve a treat tonight because it's opening day.
Oh no.
It's about 20. It's about 28 points. 28 points.
Hector, what are one of the pros to doing your show? What's one of the things that you enjoy most?
That I pretty much have most of the creative control since I'm the only one doing everything. Like I said, whatever dumb decisions that do or do not work, I'm the one who makes them. I don't have anyone really telling me what to do or what to do or what to put up or what not to say. Everything is literally as on the cuff and raw as possible. And that's again a good thing or a bad thing. I wish I could do it with a bit more polish behind it, but that requires a little bit of help.
Well, if you need help, just ask. We got a crew around you to help you. I don't know if they can help you film it at home, but if anything else you need, Just ask. Because that might be the next step of collaborating with you guys for your shows, is to collaborate more on their shows.
Do you get feedback from your audience?
I keep asking, but I've never heard anyone give me feedback.
So we had to try and make some of these recipes, have the kids do it. You know, we're working with some of the kids at a school on Mondays, and I want to do a snippet from all of your shows, so I can show them on Monday what it's like, a beginning to Homemade with the Animator. Maybe we take this clip that you just did about what you like doing your own show. Why do you like it?
I get to try out new recipes. I don't normally have an excuse to do so.
That's a good why. Because I think knowing your why we do anything is really important. You know, why we all do what we do.
But there's us doing what we do, and then there's a specialty. I can't do what Hector does.
And we can't do what Amy does.
Not even. I wouldn't even try.
Do what you do.
No, you probably could. You do it really well, actually.
And again, it's easier to mimic us than it is to mimic them. They're a niche product. It's even what Hector does is a niche product. I can't
You need
make.
us.
Yeah, I mean.
We need you. You need us.
I sit there. I mean, I'm entertained just watching this. I've seen some of his stuff 2 or 3 times. I've seen your show over and over again because I'm looking at different angles and different deliveries. And Amy, you've never even done this until recently, and now you're doing it naturally and meeting people along the way who are in the show business.
Networking is my favorite part.
And you're really good at it.
No, thanks.
Really, really good at it. Say hi to Ronnie. Aloha, you groovy cats. Aloha, Ronnie. They are working on your script as we speak.
Yes, Ronnie. The
Hawaiian Boogeyman. Slick, I think, didn't you do the script for him also?
Yeah, I gave it.
We need to
I gave
send
it
that over
to Teddy,
to
yeah.
the girls. They're editing that out.
I already sent it over. I think
He sent it.
to Teddy,
It's in the voiceover.
Yeah, the Boogie Oogie.
Now I gotta
Boogie
tell
Oogie
you,
Beagle Boy.
Tracy and Dawn the Book. I tell you, I gotta light up a cigarette after them two. Put that together. Wow, which one are they gonna use?
I don't know. We'll see what the girls in. I think they're going to mix and match them.
Wow, I mean it's like a sexy voiceover they're supposed to do. And Tracy and Dawn the Book were laughing.
More to come with that.
But that was hilarious.
All right, Hector, congratulations. The show gets better and better every week. Your food gets better and better every week. And I like to see the smile on your face get bigger every week because you're trying it and it's really good.
I'm just glad that I have guinea pigs to feed this to.
We're all in on, we'll be a guinea pig for you anytime.
I know.
I know. It's good. I know. I'm already trying to look for new groups of test subjects. So stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Tune in every Saturday morning at 9:30 to our Kids Television Network and 20/20 Vision for Homemade with the Animator. And if you have any questions, you can always text us here at the cafe or give us a call. And he's going to set up his Facebook page so we can share it right on that as well. All right, let's take a quick commercial break. When we come back, more quiche and Dr. Laura Ellick is joining us. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
AskDearAbby.com. Dear Abby is a life coaching company that was founded by Abby Awutasu. At Dear Abby, we guide single people through the process of meeting, courting, and marrying their soulmates. We know that before you find true, meaningful, lasting love, you must first love and fully embrace your unique self, flaws and all. Contact us today at AskDearAbby.com for your personalized coaching session that will get you on the path to ultimately finding your soulmate. And follow Dear Abby on social media at Ask Dear Abby on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram.
Do you need a strong cup of coffee to get you through your day? Try your very own Brooklyn Cafe Show coffee, the official coffee of the Brooklyn Cafe Show. You can pick up a bag from us, or two. Contact us at 866-224-5422, or just stop on by. We're at 2400 Northwest Boca Raton Boulevard, Suite 13. Come on in, grab a bag of our signature Brooklyn Cafe coffee. The cafe doors are always open.
The Spa Facial by Maria has amazing facials, body treatments, and sugar body waxing for any special occasion. All our spa treatments have organic and natural ingredients concentrated just for your skin. We guarantee all natural products help you with that extra feeling of zen. The Spa Facial offers organic facials, foot detox, aromatherapy, manscaping, and face and body waxing. Call the Spa Facial for your spa appointment with Maria at 954-213-5034 or visit her website at thespafacial.info.
Along the sun-drenched beaches of Boca Raton lies AMP2 Media. We strive to bring rising stars and their fantastic work into the spotlight. From music to art, we have the tools and the talent you need to help you reach the next level. AMP2 Media is proud to announce our new scoring platform for reality shows, movies, and videos. We have the ability to highlight music according to what the eye sees on the screen. Our excellent mastery of music allows us into the deepest part of your film. Our different sounds allow your film work to come to life. For more information, call our studios at 866-224-5422 or visit our website at amp2.tv. Let AMP Media Productions bring your media to life.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Hey, we're back. What happened?
And we are back to the Brooklyn Cafe Show. I cannot believe it. It's Thursday already. You guys, this place looks spectacular. You did slick, you and your guys did an amazing job. Hector, this quiche, I'm telling you, tune in Saturday morning at 9:30 to Homemade with the Animator. This quiche just blows it out of the park. His stuff is always good. This is cold, hot. We just had the filling. Amazing.
That's a filling?
That was just the filling without the quiche part, which means it's a lot less points if you don't have the crust, too.
I'm going to have to order one of each and put them together and just eat it like a sandwich. This is unbelievable.
Unbelievable,
Did you try
right?
this?
You had some of Hector's quiche? No, you got to try it. It's amazing.
How is it that you always have food and you didn't try Hector's quiche?
Because Israel is like,
I mean,
we got cheese puffs, we got tuna, we got bread, we got jalapeno potato chips, we got milk yesterday.
now real quick, before we get...
We got Dr. Ellick on the line also.
let's do that then.
What was your real quick?
No, I want to introduce this new guy.
He's cleaning the mics, and we're going to introduce him in just a few minutes. We've got someone new in our studio. So we've got, Dan, what's your last name? Monahan. Dan Monahan is with us. So
The Monahan man.
there you go. You can call him the Monahan man.
You remember her?
No, but we've got Dr. Ellick joining us. So let's bring Dr. Laura Ellick over. How are you doing?
Hi, guys. How are you?
It's always fun to
I
have
thought you
Dr.
were
Laura.
supposed to come today here.
Next week.
Next week.
12th.
Or maybe the week after. We'll figure it out. I will be there, but I have to just tell you, how can you not eat the crust?
It's Passover, so I'm crustless until Sunday.
But the crust is the best part.
So Hector, I'm gonna have to make it again on Sunday.
I don't
and
know
then go
what
for the
I don't know what
crust.
she's talking about. I ate the crust, I ate the whole thing, and forget about it. The thing is unbelievable.
I'm crustless until Sunday. Then I get
There
to go
you
back
go.
for my cookies and my crust.
I have a great group of people here. If he needs people to taste test, I got people here who will jump on it.
Oh my gosh, that's a great idea. That is a great idea.
We have a lot of products for your taste people. We got everything
Really?
from, he cooks everything, but we have a whole bunch of different things that we can have you taste test.
But wait, did you get my Dr. Laura doll done yet? I'm waiting for my doll.
I was told that
Your son thought it was creepy.
your son said it was creepy. We weren't allowed to do it.
Can we do it?
Of course we can do it.
Ask Dr. Laura. You're in.
Get the doll maker on the phone. You got it. I'm going to get it done.
When have I ever listened to my son?
There you have it.
They told me, Freddie, you can't do it because son said no.
I don't know, but I'm so excited to have you back on because things are changing, right? The whole feel of everything that's going on is changing. I think people are feeling more confident. Things are opening up. What's it looking like for you and what you're doing in your world?
Oh, we are slammed. I have to just tell you, this is like the post-traumatic stress that I said was going to be coming.
Really?
People have just hit a wall. But the good thing is that people are getting out there and getting treatment and getting things done. But I got to tell you, the news is crazy stuff. You know, what goes up must come down. I'm thinking about, Governor Cuomo. I'm thinking about all this stuff in the news. There is still a lot of stuff going on that we have to deal with.
True that.
How are people doing when they come to see you? Is it still as much anxiety, depression, concern?
Definitely, I'm seeing a lot of anxiety. I'm seeing a lot of frustration. I am evenly split here on people who think the vaccine is like the devil's work and other people who think it's the best thing that's ever happened.
And how do you go both sides?
I mean, look, for me, everything that people want to do with their body, it's personal. I have no judgment. You talk to your doctor. And you make the decision that's best for you based on where you live, where you work, what your health condition is. I can't give an opinion, which is why I think it's so funny that people are so polarized on this issue. This is a personal issue.
True that.
And I think it depends on, I'm just pulling up your website for everyone so they can get to it. It's Laura Ellick, ELL. And it is personalized for everybody. And everyone's got a different take on it, right? So you do what you have to do. But we were talking this morning about if businesses are going to come back and mandate people to get vaccines. If schools are going to mandate vaccines, what does that look like? Thank you, Valerie.
That is going to be a tough sell. I mean, our country is based on, I'm not a historian, but, I'll talk about anything. Our country is based on the principles of democracy and self-individuation and making your own decisions. Our country as a whole, our culture as a whole, does not respond very well to being mandated to do things.
And that's one of my concerns. And the depression, the anxiety. A lot of things are happening, but I'm hoping you're going to tell me there's some positive news, positive feels coming out of this.
Oh, wait, we seem to be lagging a bit. Did I lose
We got
you?
you. We got you. Tell me some of the positive things that you're seeing, some of the upswings on people, how they're feeling.
Well, spring is coming. Spring makes everybody happy. It's rebirth. It's getting outside. I'm hearing more people talking about the opportunity to travel. So the fears are definitely going down. I don't know if it's a question of people are just so tired now that they're just going to do what they want. They've just kind of had it. But I'm hearing, more like I'm looking forward to this coming to an end. So this is the light at the end of the tunnel for people.
Okay, then let me ask. You get a series of incidents that occurred yesterday with the Johnson & Johnson. So people that were leery now are jumping off a cliff. And then you have people that were on the bubble, and all of a sudden they're pointing to this one isolated incident. 15 million vials is a lot. It's a huge number. It's not like it was 50. 15 million. So how do you approach the conversation on that even keel and say, listen, things happen, I get it. How do you get people back into the swing of this thing? Because the only way this is going to work is if everybody, the paddle is in the same direction, no?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's really difficult when you're dealing with medical illness and distrust in our government. I think if people had more trust in our government from the very beginning, people would be more likely to jump on this. So I think you're dealing with a background of many, many years where people aren't necessarily sure that the government is looking out for them. However, I tell people all the time, read the label of a bottle of Advil. Like, if you read the potential side effects, the potential dangers of just Advil or Tylenol, you would never take one ever again. There's a risk in everything that we do. And again, it's that cost-benefit analysis.
We got to weigh it out. There's so many things I want to ask you, and I want to get away from the negative side of it, but I also want people to understand you do help those that are suffering from depression and anxiety and things that you just can't shake, that you're there for them, as well as addiction and recovery.
Right. And I just want to say that people are feeling hopeful. Yes, there are bad things going on, but if people weren't feeling hopeful, they wouldn't be coming for treatment. They would still be stuck in their house. So the fact that, I'm having so many phone calls, so many texts, people entering our facility, that means people are feeling hopeful again, that there's a reason to live, that there's a reason to push through. That, out of anything, that's the best news anybody could ask for.
Well, I love that, because that's the perfect segue to, I want to talk about the creative space and hope. And we're bringing in new artists and new musicians and new great shows that are happening on finances and Bitcoin. You met Michael Mackey a couple weeks ago, right? So he's starting his own show tonight. It's going to air from 7 to 8. A new florist, OMG, and we've got new artists coming in because it is spring and people are looking to get out for hope, right? And creativity and to grow and to do more things. Can you help them with this as well, to help them say, you know what, I got to break these old habits, but let's look at some new great things that we can create together?
There's always hope. Every moment, I think we've talked about this before, every moment and every day is an opportunity to restart. And that's based on your choice. Are you going to let yourself fall into the slide, or are you going to take a breath, take a step back, and say, I don't need to do the same pattern, I can do something different? There are still really good things happening. Kids still have birthdays. We still have Easter and Passover. I am super excited to set up an Easter egg hunt for my 18-year-old son. Like, that to me is like woo-wee. It's not 20 kids, but it's him and me, and that's still fun.
You got to do the activities that you found joy in that we can do again. And the thing I want to really hone in on is all those negative thoughts we had and those past actions that we did that maybe did not serve us. And now as we all had these positive affirmations this past year. We're going to recreate what didn't work for us. But then you know what starts happening? You go back to those old behaviors because that's the pattern that we know. How can people not go back to those negative behaviors and really dig deep and say, you know what, I promised myself that I was going to do all of these positive things going forward. If I survived, if I could get out of my house, if, how do we hone back in on that let's really make these things come to fruition?
I think one of the things, we talk about this all the time here, is a lot of times we start off with what I call the external motivation. Okay, so maybe, for example, you gained 20 pounds during quarantine. You want to lose that weight, right? But maybe externally the reason is you want to look good in a bathing suit. Okay, fine. Maybe that gets you started. But then it's the internal piece, I want my health to be better. I want to be more present for my kids. I want to have more energy. That will cause you to maintain the behavior. Anybody can lose weight. We see this all the time. It's the maintaining any behavior that's the hardest part.
So it's finding our motivation,
finding our internal, our why. That's exactly what you were talking about, finding the why.
Finding your why. What's your why for how you wake up every day and recreate amazing things in here?
Well, I believe in stirring the energy. I was raised on water. The more the water moves, the more exciting things happen. So we ordered a 12-foot banner out front. There's actually 3 coming. We ordered the first one. It wasn't easy to put this thing up, but I saw these guys, and they tried, and they said, okay, let's go at it again, and they got it, and they got it done. That, to me, excites me, and the energy from that one little thing brought in a new artist today, a second sponsor today, flowers, everything opened up today because people do want things to happen, you know, and our next guest is going to be in there as well. They want positive things to happen. And sometimes you got to get away from all that negative noise. You got to get away and say, you know, we're gonna find another way. If it didn't work once, then we're gonna go back and find another way. And don't give in to the fear. Don't give in to the failure. Don't give in. It's opening day today, okay? Opening day, when I was growing up, man, was the day. We cut class, we didn't go to school.
I can't believe it's
went
such a
to
big
Yankee
thing.
Stadium, went to Shea Stadium, what?
I can't believe it's such a big thing.
Are you kidding
Oh, it's
me?
a thing. In New York, it's a thing.
Wow.
When you're a diehard Met fan or Yankee fan, man, you went to the stadium. I was in Yankee Stadium. I was a bleacher bum. You know how they say the bleacher bums? Mickey, man, I don't know. What was it? Bobby Mercer. Bobby Mercer was playing center field for the Yankees. He took my glove from me. Did not give it back to me. Did not. And that stayed in my brain. But opening day, for me, is a new turn. Now my season starts. Now is when I tell everybody that comes in here, let's get on our horse, wipe off the saddle, let's get going. Is there going to be hiccups? Yes. Is there going to be a negative? Yes. Do I get bad news? Got bad news today. But the bottom line is you got to brush it off. You got to find another way, and you got to make it work.
Exactly. I mean, guys, I've been thinking about so much of this because what's the bright spot? Right? What's the bright spot in everything? I never thought I'd be saying this, and certainly never saying it publicly, right? I turned 50 on July 1st. I'm going to celebrate that 50 like you have no idea because we have a reason to celebrate this year. For, you know, we have people, it's been sad, but you know what? We still have a lot of good out there. And let's party and let's have some fun and let's enjoy each other.
Let's celebrate her 50th. Because it ain't a party until Doc is in the house.
I know. Everything you do is so amazing, and you help so many people just by being on the show and having a segment because you inspire and motivate. And there's so many people that need help. You know, I don't do this alone. You're always here to deal with my crazy. The kids deal with my ups and downs of being 54 and all of that fun that goes with my emotions. But we've got the privilege of doing this as a team, and there are people that don't. There are people that are home by themselves. There are people that have lost loved ones. They've lost jobs. You're here to help them.
Right.
Nobody
and
is
you know,
alone.
No, and the thing is, you know, people will say, well, sure, you're sitting in that chair, and of course you can say all that. I wouldn't say it if I hadn't been there. You know, I've been at the lowest of the low. So you can throw it at me. I've probably been there, and I don't try anything or say anything or recommend anything that I haven't done myself. And everybody, all of my patients know that. So what I'm giving to people comes from the heart because I know what it's felt like to be absolutely alone.
And tell us where you are right now. At what clinic?
I am at Futures Recovery Healthcare in beautiful Tequesta. We are a drug and alcohol and mental health facility, and I work with the most amazing people ever and the most amazing clients ever. And I'm grateful.
And what you do is so amazing. And every day someone says, I got to talk to Dr. Laura, whether it be from dating to recovery to just motivation to finding your why. So let's talk about the why, because that came to me yesterday. Someone said, people have to understand their why they're learning something, why they're doing something, and that becomes your motivation. Is it okay if your why is somebody else, or should the why be you?
I think that's the question that we talked about, the external versus internal. So a lot of times people come into treatment because my wife's going to divorce me, my kid is mad at me, my boss is going to fire me. So maybe initially you're doing it for someone else, but to get the behavior to last, you want to find some reason to do it for you.
So the external we may start with, but ultimately internally is what's going to keep us going.
Right.
That
Because you're
drives
the
the
one who has to get up every day to get to the gym, right?
Yep, you're the one that's got to get out of bed every day. So that why has to
That's
come
right.
from you. The desire to keep going.
Right.
And hopefully
Mhm.
everyone's desire to keep going. What's next for you?
What is
been through a lot this
I
year.
been through a lot this year. I am looking ahead. I'm letting the universe kind of let me know what's coming next. So you know how I am. I'm just always open to whatever falls in my lap. So 5 minutes from now, I could get a really awesome text and I'll be popping online with you guys and telling you something cool is going on. So I'm hoping to travel. That's my goal. And to just do some really amazing things with you guys and with whoever else enters my life.
I'm really excited to get the Dr. Laura show going because people need you all the time. People needed you through the pandemic to get through these really rough spots. But now people are going to need you to get motivated, to get into a more positive mindset and to get that extra 20 pounds off and to find that new job or to push for that career that you always wanted, but you couldn't because you were in corporate America. But hey, now you can because there's that silver lining.
That's right. That's right. And to attract and have the people in your life who make you feel good, because that's really what it's about.
Well, that's the other side of it, right? So as we go through some of these things and there's those naysayers and all that negative energy on one side, how do we stay in tune with maybe their new friends, maybe their new colleagues, new partnerships that serve us better? And then there's that guilt of, oh my gosh, but I had all these friends before, but yet these people make me feel better.
Mhm.
Is it okay to
Mhm.
shift our center of people?
Yeah, you know, there's always guilt about that, but people are not stagnant. We change and we evolve. And so I would expect that our relationship change and evolve. The person who I was at 5 years old is not the same person that I am. So why would my best friend from 5 years old be my best friend today? It doesn't have to be drama, it's just the evolution.
It's just the evolution. And I don't know how it is for men, but I'm gonna throw you in. This isn't overwhelming men, but for women, I think as we step into our power as businesswomen, as whatever we are recreating for our lives as our kids grow up, our friends, our circle of friends change. Now, I don't know if it's different for you, right? You've been in business many, many years.
Yeah.
You've had your circle of friends and business partners. Your identity hasn't changed.
It has changed.
How?
I let other people judge me.
You do not. You're
I go
so
from a
baloney.
circle to a square.
No, you don't let anybody. And if they do, you don't care.
People's opinion of me is none of my
He
business.
doesn't care.
I don't
See,
care.
Freddie's got really good boundaries.
He hates that word, but yeah.
But I don't, you know, the problem is if you spend time thinking about and trying to work out other things that people think about you, you're going to be turning on that. You're going to be like the mouse on a wheel. Because it ain't going to get you nowhere. And if you ever do and they ever say to you, yeah, you know what, I changed my opinion about you, they're lying. They're not telling you the truth. They're just trying to shut you out. So it is what it is, going to be what it's going to be. And you know what? It is.
But for me, at least for women in business, it has totally changed. My circle of friends have changed. Not that they're not my friends. It's just what I do every day is different than what I used to do with them when my kids were younger. And the more I get into business, the more I hear, well, you're all business. Well, I have to be if you're going to tell me that. So in one sense, I've hardened, but I haven't. And it changes and evolves. And people
You know,
like you that have
you-
come into my life have
I'ma tell
changed.
that's exhausting.
Thank
How do
you
you
to
do-
my hamster wheel.
How do you do that?
Welcome to my hamster
Why
wheel.
would you spend all that time thinking about all this?
Dr. Laura, help me out here.
Doc, set up an appointment here Monday, 3 o'clock. You're at class.
But do you see other people like that?
Listen, there's a big gender difference here. I gotta say, women are very, very complicated, and we do think about these things. I'm sorry,
Really?
Freddie, I gotta side with the girl on this
Wow.
one. Yeah,
Did you know this?
yeah, yeah. It's very difficult.
It looks like, what would I know? I'm a guy.
That's why guys are in the dark, you know? You know something? Guys live in the dark. We live in a cave like this. We don't understand nothing.
But look, didn't I say something to you this morning? Like, did
You
I
say
do
a lot of
something?
things.
I remember I said, did I do something wrong yesterday when I said that to somebody? And you said, no, you were right. But then the female, that whole girly side of me was like, well, maybe I shouldn't have said it. Maybe I should say it differently. And you went, no, look at your face. No.
What is wrong with you?
Dr. Laura, we
There
got
you
to get
go.
you in here.
There
Doc,
you go.
I'm gonna-
I mean,
Remember the he said, she said, we're back at this.
Oh God, I remember that show. We're gonna have a sofa waiting for you here, so we can put people on it. Cause obviously,
Slick's first in line. there.
there's a whole line of kids in here that could use your help.
we're on, and we're going to have a party for the 50th. That's what we're going to do.
It's gonna have to be a week long, cause you can't celebrate all that goodness in one day.
Well, you know, she's
Oh,
close
please,
to the 4th of July, so,
Yeah, we want to do
There
a
you
mega
go.
4th of July thing here.
and her
because
birthday's right there.
We're hoping that this thing gets better on the 4th of July. That's our target date. So you're gonna be part of that whole boom. Boom.
That was strategic.
Oh,
we'll
it
have
is,
we'll have a
right?
whole week of celebration.
There ain't a party till Doc shows up.
Amazing. How do people find you?
So you guys can hit me up at www.lauraellick.com. You can text me or call me at 516-635-6186. Follow me on Instagram at dr.ellick. I think it is. Yeah, at dr.lauraellick.
All right.
And if I can't help you, I'll find someone who will.
And I love putting you on the spot. Top 3 ways to get motivated for positive spring.
Oh boy. Okay. Clean out your debris. Whether it's emotional, physical, something in your house, clean out the old. Bring something into your house that's beautiful, that when you look at it every day, it inspires you. And the third thing would be take a picture or a video of a child or an animal like a bunny. I see a lot of bunnies. And remember that life is a cycle and we all grow up, but we all want to keep that youthful part of us alive inside because that's what keeps us going when things go south.
Wow. She's good.
That's funny. I could think of a lot of different things she said, but I'll keep it to myself.
That's awesome. Say, Pa, we got to get some artwork in your office there, right behind you.
Love it. Love it. I would love it. You guys are awesome.
Can you do that? Will they let you put stuff up in the clinic?
Sure, they will.
All right. So when you come down here, you'll meet some of the artists and see how we can sort of position some of that because some of these paintings will definitely bring joy to you and your patients.
Yes, that's a good idea.
I'm thinking maybe that hand piece right there.
I kind of like that.
Awesome.
We'll talk when you get down.
Thank you, Dr. Laura.
Absolutely.
Stay safe.
I
Be good.
love you guys.
Love you too. Have a great day. She's
I tell you,
awesome,
she
as
is good.
always.
She's good.
What a day.
You
Like,
need to make an appointment because you got some rocks going on up there.
I know,
baby.
you know, like I stand firm and I go, and I do this,
Stand
and then
firm.
all this guilt in my
Stand
hamster
firm.
wheel
You-
starts
you
again.
stand as firm as pancakes. Stack them and fluff them.
It's all good. Wait till you see all these great things that are coming from Amazon this week.
I see.
You see all those orders come
She
in?
tells me.
It's
not
everything
to
you
do it.
asked for, Batman. All right, let's take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we got some new guests in studio. Stay tuned. Give us a call, 888-994-4995. This segment of the show sponsored by Dr. Laura Ellick. Check out her website, lauraellick.com, and for more information, you can contact her there. Or as always, we're more than happy to share the information. Stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
Dr. Laura Ellick, a licensed psychologist practicing in both Florida and New York with over 20 years of experience, addresses the negative thoughts that are keeping you stuck in your lifestyle patterns. Dr. Ellick works with children, teens, and adults, from anxiety and depression to eating disorders, addiction recovery, and medical issues. Making a deep interpersonal connection is a magical part of the therapeutic relationship. Contact Dr. Laura at 516-635-6186 or at Laura Ellick, ELLICK.com for a personalized consultation. It's time to remove the blocks that are preventing you from achieving your dreams. Call Dr. Laura Ellick at 516-635-6186 or at lauraellick.com.
The way you live your life says a lot about you. The way you choose to commemorate your lifetime can say even more. It's a single event that speaks volumes. So how do you celebrate a life? Dignity Memorial providers believe that your memorial service should be as unique as you are, reflecting your personality and your passions. It should be a perfectly tailored send-off, a fitting tribute for family and friends to celebrate the person they love. We're professionals at catering to your every need, right down to the catering. In fact, no detail is too small. So when it comes time for a fitting tribute, we'll see that your final wishes are beautifully fulfilled. It's what Dignity Memorial providers are known for. And why you should rely on us to see that your life is well celebrated. The celebration of a lifetime begins here.
Hi, I'm Tracy McDonough, owner and founder of Healing Moments. Healing Moments is a healing playroom, a mind, body, spirit center. Our service is love and compassion, and the environment is soothing, peaceful, and inviting. Every area is designed for healing and peace. We deliver services such as massage therapy or lymphatic drainage, energy healing and Reiki, chakra balancing, physical vascular therapy for circulation and pain, vibrational medicine using frequencies and oils, and music in order to calm and relax your mind, body, and spirit. We also offer detoxification services using infrared sauna, ionic foot baths, and power plates. All of our modalities are designed to reduce stress, anxiety, induce relaxation, relieve pain, and provide detoxification and inflammation reduction for optimal healing and wellness.
Looking for a place to get your ice cream fix? Look no further than Cold Stone Creamery. At Cold Stone, we make our ice cream fresh every single day in store. We have over 20 different ice cream base flavors and over 30 different mix-ins to choose from. We also have plenty of signature creations if you don't want to go ahead and choose your own. To end your creation, you can put it in one of our freshly made waffles. We have ice cream cakes, ice cream sandwiches, milkshakes, smoothies, banana splits, sundaes, and so many other things for you to come check out and enjoy. We are the official ice cream store of the Brooklyn Cafe. Hope to see you soon, and remember, it's always a great day for ice cream.
Amp Media Productions and WNN Money Talk Radio have been in conjoint business for 10 years. They've been working around the clock, nonstop, to promote over 500 shows and businesses reaching all over South Florida. With added platforms such as social media live streaming, podcasts, and the specialty of live radio, it's never been easier to get your voice heard by millions of listeners. To amplify your impact and start your show today, contact Amp Media Productions at 866-224-5422. That's 866-224-5422.
In these changing times, it is more important than ever for women to invest in themselves and develop a network for business growth. Through FemCity Boca del Rey, you will become a member in a group of women whose goal is to help one another with advice, tips, and guidance to connect and engage with one another. For more information and discount pricing, log into bit.ly/Brooklyn Cafe Femmes or FemCity Boca del Rey for more information. FemCity is more than a women's networking group. It's business for your soul.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we're back. This is like a blast from the past for these people.
A whole lot of fun. This
Whole lot of
segment of the show brought to you by OMG Flower Boutique. These magnificent flowers are brought to you by OMG. And this was through the art of Amy Reshevsky yesterday. And what they did was they created the flowers around the artwork. So if you purchase this diptych, is what I think it's called, the two together.
Don't get me involved with that because I'm going to mess it all up.
You know home or office as well.
You know what I'm going to call it.
OMG Flower Boutique. Give them a call, 561-806-5818, located right in Boynton Beach. Andres is unbelievable. He will create anything from a beautiful arrangement like this to events, to Mother's Day bouquets, which is right around the corners. Ladies and gentlemen, get out of doghouse.
Get out of the doghouse. Get out of the dog. You messed up. Like today's opening day, you want to watch that instead of taking the wife out, you better buy one of these bad boys
These
tomorrow.
are amazing. So contact Andres, OMG Flower Boutique, 561-806-5818, and they will deliver anywhere in the Tri-County area.
Very cool.
You've had some longtime friends with us in the studio.
Yes, we talked about 5 years ago to this young lady, and she's brought a friend who has a very dynamic something going on, which we want to share. So I'm going to let you do the intro.
We got Kiki in Paris with us. Welcome.
Hi, guys.
Hey, how are you doing?
Thanks for having us.
Just got
Talk
to
right
have
into
you
your
talking to
mic.
the mic.
Oh, talking to Mike? Okay.
So I know you worked with Kiki before I think I even met you.
Well, I was at iHeart with Les, yes, for a little short while.
Yeah, we worked, yeah, like you said, about 5 years ago.
That was
fun.
two boys from Brooklyn
Yep.
and abroad, right?
Yep,
Oh,
yep,
God.
fun times.
Back in
Not
the day,
good, not
yes.
good, not
We
good.
actually keep our original banner up on top. That was our background.
Oh, we don't need
remember
to bring
the
that up either.
remember the big screen behind Freddie where he would
Oh,
sit?
yeah.
Every
Yeah.
day we would roll out the banner, and every day we would roll it back
I don't know
up.
if I had a banner.
It was
with-
you.
You did.
Did I?
You did. You had it a couple times.
It was you and Les on the banner.
I don't.
I remember that one.
So
we
we're
don't
gonna
have.
fast forward to today, and you brought a guest. Tell us about what Paris is. Introduce Paris, and let's get into this thing.
Oh, this is my friend Paris Alexandros, and he's here because we're working together on a project, a new reality show, which is very exciting. And so we've been working on that, and it's going very well. So I thought it would be great to have him on the show and talk a little bit about it and get a little bit of the knowledge out there to everybody so that they can become aware of what's going to happen soon.
Well, welcome, Slick. You may want to get back into working out on this one. I know. The muscles? Yeah.
I know.
Paris is looking at you. He's thinking, and I need this guy right here to help me out.
I was actually wondering if you guys could just crop it from here down. To be honest with you.
Slick wants to be a gladiator. Yeah.
He's too little. No
I'm not
offense.
even there. These guys
You're
are
too
gonna
small.
kill me.
You're too
You
small.
would be.
We
you're
need
too
black
small.
hay.
You would be like a leg of a gladiator.
You need blockade
They're
here.
gonna laugh at me with it.
No, these guys.
I know, they're gladiators.
These guys are monsters.
Well, tell us, creating a reality show now, how'd that idea even come to be?
So I won't waste a lot of time with my background, but my background is business development. Started in IT, sold some companies, did some things in that, played in some different markets, and I moved down to Florida about 7 years ago. Father was retiring. We're Greek people, so we have to be around. I have to take care of him when the baby. But moved to St. Augustine and wanted to take my business experience. Passion was martial arts at the time. So at that time, the UFC and MMA was one of the fastest growing sports in the world. So I opened up a professional MMA promotion called House of Fame. And we ran, it was a crazy ride. It blew up overnight. Ran with that for 3.5, 4 years. Just really learned the industry inside and out. But the end game in that world is television. Pro MMA, there's no money. So it's difficult to throw you know, the type of events you need to throw in the big arenas. You have to pay the fighters. And at the end of the day, your revenue streams are based off of ticket sales and sponsorships. And they go hand in hand, right? So if you don't have a bunch of ticket sales and people in the arena, then your sponsors aren't getting mass exposure. If you don't have a platform for your show, like a television station of some sort, you don't have the viewers, you don't have a platform for your sponsors. So, and all of that said, at the end of the day, I got a taste of television. We were able to facilitate a couple TV deals actually. We still are on TV right now, but a deal with Spike. We ended up one of the giants out there kind of bought our slots out, so we were dead in the water. So this was 2 years ago, and I kind of, for the second time in my life as being an entrepreneur, had to restart and rebuild. So what I learned from all of that is I learned a little bit of television, and I learned I like it. So, and I still love the combat side of MMA, but I didn't want to be in the sporting world anymore. In tandem with all of that, at the same time, this what we call the SSRV market, which is the streaming platforms for Netflix, Prime, everybody now, right? Like everybody you used to get with your cable channels, you end up buying a $10 membership for, and you stream everything. So that industry, so I always study like lucrative hot markets if I can. That industry right now is a huge competitive industry because everybody's going at it. And then what happened last year, we got hit with COVID. So I heard you guys on your previous segment kind of talking about, you know, some of the downs and the pros and cons and how people are dealing with that. And it has been a really tough ride for a lot of people, including myself. But what happened is everybody stayed home. So they watched everything on television. And in addition to that, nobody went to work. So what stopped? Production stopped. People weren't producing TV shows. People weren't producing content. So right now, COVID, things are finally getting back to normal. People are frustrated. I know I am. If I try and flip through Netflix at night, no offense Netflix, but there's a bunch of crap. You know, like at the end of the day,
they're putting everything in there.
Yeah, but they have no choice. You know, they're just doing what they can, and they have to compete. They have to compete with a very competitive landscape. So it's a great market. It's a lucrative market. It's a perfect time now to get into that platform. So I was like, okay, well, I've learned enough about television where I could probably be dangerous. You know, I've learned enough about production, lighting, you know, video, this and that. Work with some great companies and people through the House of Fame world. And so that's where it started. So I wanted to make a television show that appealed to a huge demographic. So, like, you know, I'm an analyzer. So I analyzed, you know, the favorite shows that I watched, the favorite shows that were successful on television, and I pulled elements out of all these shows and came up with what we call a reality combat game. And so that's now we're at fruition. Business plan's done. The energy is like.
But hold on, the reality combat game is easy to say, but tell people what that means.
So it's not something that really exists. So it's
I
not
know.
you can be like, hey, go watch this, and it's the same thing. You almost have to paint the landscape. And the landscape, you have 4 wealthy lords, which essentially are business moguls or successful millionaire billionaires in the Miami, South Florida area that buy rights to a team of 4 gladiators for $1 million apiece that will fight on their behalf. So we are building a custom arena in a 50,000 square foot facility. The arena is built of shipping containers, designed very much like a Mad Max meets Game of Thrones environment. And the 4 lords come in. We have an opening ceremony, like the Olympics, lots of entertainment. They actually pick their gladiators. These guys will be amateur fighters, but will be trained by some of the top camps in the world from the MMA world, from the MMA industry, which is down here in South Florida. So you have camps like American Top Team, MMA Masters, Sanford. There's several of them. But conceptually, it's great because you get these amateur guys that are going to come in. They've got storylines, right? So we want to build off storylines. And they're going to be trained by some of the best fighters in the world in camps. And they're going to come in and they're going to compete like chess pieces in a game for the lords. So they have to fight or compete in some sort of a tournament, and they either win or they win unanimously, or they win by knockout, submission, or if it goes to the vote, if it goes to the distance, there's no judges. The public actually votes real time through an app, similar to the American Idol days. Or, you know, if you look at the whole concept, if you look at all of this and you see the video presentation of what it is, it's very much done from a production standpoint of like Game of Thrones, right? The quality of the outfits, the helmets, the gear, it's all there. The arena's there. The lords sit in a 16-foot tall custom throne while they're playing this game. And they methodically have to navigate through, twists and turns from the public voting to trump cards. Essentially you have two lords up, the teams are competing. One lord says to the other, I want that gladiator to fight this gladiator. That lord has to accept it, or he has to play a trump card. So the trump card consists of switching opponents. It could be
No
a
pun
handicap of no strikes to the head maybe, or it could be no takedowns. They're to be determined. But so there's a lot of twists and turns throughout the game. You have to navigate through it. And the bigger picture is
Don't forget the ladies of war.
well, right. You have, of course, there's just a lot to it. But we have the lords, and then we have the ladies of war who complement them. There's 4 of them, and they're essentially the team owners. They're basically the managers of the teams. So the teams are designed around the NFL football structure. So we sell these teams. The lords or a company buys the team. They own the rights to that team. We have a internal sponsorship team that goes out 24 hours or full-time job and grabs corporate sponsors from big companies, brings them in for the teams. The teams generate their revenue streams back to the owners. And so they can self-perpetuate. The ROIs are fantastic. But what's cool about that is as people get more intertwined into the lifestyles of the lords, the rich and famous, the gladiators or the ladies of war, their team gets more popular. So the more popular your team is, the more exciting your team is, the more fans you have, the more lucrative your model is for sponsorship acquisition. And so there's just a lot to it. There's the ladies of war. I don't know what else I've missed, but
Are these going to be, is there going to be something going on that leads to the fighting? In other words, what you're describing sounds like there's an arena and you're going to have the lords decide who's going to fight and everything else. Is there going to be cast of characters and a background of a setup and then you take it to the ring, or is it going to be straight to the ring?
That's more going to be like the events that you hold, so you can get a chance to kind of know, the Lords of War, correct? And you kind of
Right, so-
and your favorite team.
So listen, I'll be blunt. TV's not buying MMA, okay? They don't want it. It's
don't want it.
saturated. We need to make sure that we're not an MMA show. We're not competing in the MMA sporting industry. We are an entertainment company, and there's a lot more to the show. So, for example, the Lords, one of the first things they have to do, so when the opening ceremony comes and they pick their teams, they're picking their gladiators in a circle who have helmets on and these cloaks, and they don't know them from Adam, like dodgeball. I pick this guy, I pick that guy, you pick this guy. At the end of the day, I got 4 guys here. We take the helmets off, we have the unrevealing of who they are, we show the statistics of their fighting background and this and that. Even though they're amateurs, they do have some training. But with that comes, there's a storyline who these fighters are, these gladiators, what they come from. And that's something that I want to expose, because in the sport of MMA, people don't realize that it's no longer one-dimensional. Not that we're an MMA company, but these athletes now have to be, I feel it is one of the most difficult sports in the world. You have to be multifaceted. You can't be just a jiu-jitsu guy fighting a stand-up guy. You have to have stand-up training, ground game training, wrestling, takedown training. You have to have your strength and conditioning coach. You have to eat to a T. Like, you are an ultimate prime athlete. So there's a storyline. Like, what does that mean? That means these people don't get to work normal jobs. They don't get to live a lavish lifestyle unless they come from money. They're struggling, and they struggle so hard they put everything on the line. And there's a storyline to almost every one of these guys that is super captivating. And you'd be amazed at how many fighters through their tenure, from starting to becoming to fruition, actually end up sleeping under the cages in their dojos. So you have that story, right? We have the stories of the lords. Who are these guys? Where'd they come from? Where'd they get their money? What's their yacht like, and their cars, and what do they do? These moguls. People want to know those storylines. So it's not just a show where it opens up and it's like, hey, here's the cage and 2 guys are fighting. No, this is a show that encompasses a lot of entertainment, a lot of lifestyles of the rich and famous, who the lords are, the lifestyles of the ladies, the lifestyles of the fighters. So content-based, there's just a ton there to grab attention from the viewers, from the public, to actually want to know more and want to learn more. So
Do you have the Lord yet?
we have a lord that we're looking at as a letter of intent for a team. And we just started actually, we just came public with this at the beginning of March. So yes, there's a ton going on. Oh, no, the answer is no, we don't have Lords yet. We have several people that we're talking to. So we're excited about the energy.
And are the Lords picking their gladiator team, or you're helping
No,
pick
we're
that
going to
as
pick
well?
the gladiators based off just our, my background in, that sport and the network that I have throughout that and the camps we're working with. So we'll end up providing the gladiators. Nobody will know who they are until opening ceremony, everybody's picked. But one of the first things the Lords will have to do is after their teams are solidified, they have to have a opening welcome party at their mansion or on their yacht or something like that. And now we take a step outside the arena. Now we're learning a little bit about who the Lords are,
right.
building the backgrounds.
Right.
How did these people act at the party? I'm sure there's going to be some drama. You got ladies, you got guys, you got fighters, there's a lot of testosterone and type A personalities.
Now, are there casting calls or are there interviews if people want to be Lord, Lady, gladiators?
Yes, we actually have a casting call on the 17th. It's at Busybody in West Palm? No, Palm Coast. It's here. Boca.
It's right here.
Just
The
kidding,
one
it's
on
right
Glades?
here.
The one right around the corner.
Yeah,
Glades.
Around the corner from here.
There's a gentleman there, Robert Navone. He's a MMA coach. He's also a trainer at Busybody. He works with a lot of supermodel moms, and they have their own kind of fashion show,
we
welcome
have
show going
Busybody?
on. So
We did a show
we're
there.
bringing up photographers and some of our models to do a casting
did?
call
With
there.
Christine, yeah. We did a show
Oh,
there
we did
a year
show
ago,
there
year
with
and a half
the owner.
ago
Oh,
with
yeah,
Christine.
yes,
and
yes. She's no longer there. But yes,
And
we
her and
actually
Joy.
did a show in that place.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, we had to run a 200-foot wire, remember? But what a show. We stayed there.
Larkin's place over there?
The
one on
the
Glades, there are
gym on
rooms to go?
Glades.
Oh, that was out there. I'm talking about the one over here.
Which one?
Um,
On 18th?
yeah, Mr. Larkin runs that one over there.
18th has a busybody?
It's a new
Must
one.
be
It took
new.
over the gym. It took over my gym that I went to. Busybody bought
yes,
that
yes,
one out.
Yes, we know that one too.
Is that where the tryouts are on that one on 18th?
I think. I've been to
With
the gym
Robert.
twice with Robert Navone, yes.
Okay.
So Navone, so you have Better Bodies, which is the gym, and then you have Robert Navone Fitness. Sorry, Robert, if I just butchered that. Robert Navone's the best. If you need any training, go there.
So let me get this.
That was a
They're
gym I
gonna
used to
have-
go to, yeah.
This is funny. They're going to have the tryouts there?
No, this is just a casting call. So what we've learned in the past is
You can do the tryouts.
Yeah,
You can film the tryouts.
What we've learned in the past is that come fight time, come the event time, we get literally 100 photographers, videographers calling us the week of. We need press passes. We want photographer passes, and it's just like no, because you just can't have a million people you don't know running around. So we want to kind of sort that out at the beginning, but we also have in this industry like anything else, girls and fighting and MMA and all of this drama and TV reality show go together like cake and ice cream. So we need women, and they're not that easy to work with sometimes. So we brought in. I'll be blunt.
Sometimes?
So I've gone back.
You're
and
being
forth.
nice.
Yeah. So I'm just kidding. I love all of them. But point is, we've tried everything from modeling agencies to fitness companies, and it's always the thing. So
How many do you need? Only 4?
we're actually we're bringing in 32 models for this event, and there'll be at different levels of models because you have some that'll be on the ground area where the pit is, and the gladiators will be warming up, and they actually behind these big jail cells. And then you have the main floor, which is where the Lords sit with their teams and all the who's who. It's a private event, by the way. We're not selling tickets, all done for television. So we've got, each Lord's got 4 fighters. He's got 4 models as well around him. And then we've got, we have models that, greeting you when you come in at the step and repeats and all that kind of stuff. So we need a lot of women. So best way to do it is bring up this casting call, which we haven't done before. So I kind of like it because now we can, we get to see who they are ahead of time, ask some questions. Some of these people you just got to be like, don't talk and just stand over there and look pretty. And some are like, more articulate, can
Did
articulate
you really just say
better.
that?
You see, this is
Sorry.
you see
Kiki,
in
really?
the business this is just called you just grounded the plane.
You're not
He
gonna
doesn't
edit
mean
this?
it that way.
We're
Not
live.
You're not
Yeah,
gonna
this
make me
is live.
ripped? Oh, thanks a lot.
He doesn't.
Good job, Paris.
I'm just kidding. They're all gonna have major roles. Okay.
I have someone I'd like to
There's
send
people.
over to you, though, by the way.
I got 5 people that I
Yeah.
want to send over to. People calling me up
I'll
here.
send you guys some information.
Well, we're
yeah.
also going to have a presence at the Wings and Wheels hangar party as well, and that's
Right.
in the signature Boca Resort air hanger. So
When is
and
that?
That's a big event.
That's actually the
coming up
same
soon,
day.
isn't it?
It's the same day. My friends actually throw that event. That's on the 17th, starting at 6 o'clock. That's
Of
one
course
the
it
biggest
is, because
events of
I'll
the
be
year.
in Orlando.
Well,
The
so
hanger.
we're going to have, I think right now, we've got 37 different events between now and the end of, what should I say, August?
Wow.
One of the girls, that's what we're going to have a presence at. I mean, at this stage of the game, when you're building something like that, you got your wheels on the ground. You're out there, you're promoting. So we do have promotions. We'll have a couple additional casting calls. So there'll be time for you guys to come out.
Excellent. We can send Joy, you can send Faith, you can send
Ivy.
Ivy, all of them. Well, that's right, because he said from here to here. Oh, I got to cast the characters for you from here to here.
And they're all beautiful.
Oh boy, you didn't even tell you. It's a swimsuit catalog.
Okay, all right. But some of them have to be able to articulate.
Oh,
That's what I
they
meant.
all
We
can
have
I didn't mean like you
articulates.
disrespect.
I think that's what he meant when he was saying.
Yeah,
Stay
like-
No,
over
we
there,
have
'cause-
articulates. We have
Yeah,
a
when you get
fake
a bunch of girls in a
carry.
room, it gets loud.
Yeah, and it's
Especially
always
especially at a casting call.
and it's always my fault. So I don't even.
That's
really wanna be there.
because you should let her do the women, and
No,
you just
no.
stay out
He
of the
already
room.
brought that up. I said, absolutely not. I don't want to be in charge.
No, I have a little
Please.
pit bull that works with us,
Please.
Amber,
No, thank
and
you.
she's going to handle the women because Kristen, I think, would probably just start knocking them out. Honestly, I've seen her get a little wild. Amber, I think, will handle a little bit more political, but yeah. So the casting call, I think, is the way to go. We get to see a little bit about them. Pictures, photographers get to do their thing. We get to put them on the spot, like boom, 30 seconds. Tell me, I don't know, boom, boom, boom. Tell me 3 things about yourself. Actually, I don't know how we're going to lay it out. but
Have
that's
them
how I
send
envision it.
no. You should have them send in a little video of themselves.
Okay.
Tell me about yourself. Tell me why you'd be good for this.
Okay.
If you
Big
do
back.
the video in,
then-
it's going to cut down because of what's going on around us right now. If you do it the way he said right now, and then take the video so you can analyze it later, you see them in person
Well, I
and
just
video.
think it's easier to go through and cut people up.
It is,
Just watch
but-
them on the video and see how they talk.
No, absolutely.
See-
But one of the
see
things I want
what
to
the
know is
presentation is like, and
think about when you're in these live events and these girls are talking, right? What happens? Boom, you get a question. How do you respond? So I kind of want to hit them on the spot with a question
I
and
agree.
kind of see if they're
that's
like,
the next round.
I'm
After you
terrible
like the
at
video,
it. I
you
hate-
bring them in, and then you shoot the questions at them and see
All right,
how
well,
they-
we're going
how
to do
they're
whatever she
poised.
wants to do, so that's fine. We'll
We'll
video.
We-
It's like you want to go
questionnaire.
video?
We have actually brought in guests and had them sit on the show and do a show. And they didn't
what did you
expect
say?
it.
Sorry.
We've had women come in, or guys, and we set them there and we had them in Studio B do their own show. And they didn't know it was part of the deal. They said, what do you mean I'm going to do my? I said, I want you to do this thing as well. And we've done a lot of production this way because some of them are pretty good, right? I mean, come on. Ivy, all these girls came along. They didn't expect, they were a guest. They didn't expect to carry their own thing. It's like what we did with you. We put you out there and said, okay, there's a camera in front of you, and boom.
Every time I showed up, I had no idea.
You had no idea. And it was kind of that whole emphasis here.
You don't think we should tell them ahead of time? Because I was
I
just
would.
talking to Amber this morning. Like I was like, make sure like when the girls register, tell them to sign the thing, the release. Tell them to send in some pictures. Tell them to fill out this kind of basic questionnaire thing. Just to
You
have
can do
some
all of that
background.
online and kind of weed it out. Otherwise, you're going to have thousands.
That's what I was saying. It's
You
like,
got to
you
weed
gotta
out
figure
first.
Yeah, but you have thousands. You're not going to have thousands. It would be thousands
we're
on
not
the
gonna have
normal. You don't have thousands.
Maybe
But you
40
know
or
what?
50 girls show up there, maybe.
That's
Maybe
right.
20,
And you
30.
can always keep the rest that you're
have
not
more
going
than
to
that.
use for
Really?
something else.
He's going to have hundreds. There are going to be lined
No
up to
way.
get
You're
in
going to
there.
have hundreds.
No way.
No way.
Crazy. As soon as this hits,
I'm calling it sick. I'm not going to be at the casting
I'm
call.
telling you, Paris,
I
you've
was-
gotta weed
I-
them
I
out
watched-
Right now.
I
You're gonna
watched
have
the-
hundreds and hundreds of
Yeah,
girls.
yeah, yeah.
I watched a movie that
Anything that has to do with TV. You're in South Florida. You crazy?
Well,
Andy-
we're not getting that many people registered. So
Andy-
all the girls, if you're going to come to the casting call, please email on the flyers or
Look
just
on the
email
website.
so you guys can register. The website, well, I don't know if the website's set up for that, is it yet?
Piece of cake.
Yeah, I think it is. It's lordofwargg.com.
And then you've got the Facebook site.
Yeah, we have all that stuff. Are you guys going to show that, or how do we do that?
yeah, you give
What
it
is
to
it?
us.
What
we'll
is
put
the
it in.
page?
Well, everything is Lord of War GG, so I guess it's pretty
Check
easy.
it out.
Whatever you sent me, we'll put up.
Lords of War GG, more to come in that in the fall. Slick's all excited.
Andy Garcia did something about City Island, right? About a movie about City Island, and they had a casting call, and some famous guys were on there, and they had thousands of people that went around the block, and you know how they did it? They walked the line and says, you come, and you come, and you come. And they took 10 guys off this line that went around and around
Yeah,
and around
but
the
that's
block.
guys. Could you imagine if I actually picked out 10 girls out of 100? I would get beat up.
Here's
No,
the thing,
you
and
won't get
Robert
beat up.
knows everyone in this town.
You're just gonna walk around.
That's what you said before anyway, so it doesn't
You're
matter.
gonna
Yeah, but
walk
Robert
around and be
knows
like, you're
everyone,
good, you're
yeah.
good, you're
It's
good.
gonna be
Send a
crazy.
girl out to do it.
That's
Okay.
right.
Let a girl do it.
That's
That's
right.
cool.
And then you pick those, and everybody else goes away. I gotta tell you, I'd rather have a book of business, all 10,000, because people fall out. This is Florida.
That's the other thing.
They
yeah.
disappear tomorrow.
Oh, I've been
What do you
dealing with
mean
that.
you went to Michigan? You got to
Yeah.
shoot today. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, we had
Bikini
that.
shot.
And
I
then you're in
got-
the middle
yes,
of a virus
yes,
also, where people
yes.
get sick and share and. You
No,
got a
but
whole
that's the
lot of
thing
stuff
too.
going
So we
on.
want to make sure that, you know, and we don't even like, but when you comes to like promo events,
What a
this and
job
that,
you got.
who's a- All right, I'm done. Can we talk about your show for a little bit? Okay, we'll
with
figure
that.
it out.
I'll-
We're having a
I'll help you with
casting
that.
call. Just register, come. There's a lot of great opportunities. And so that's the nuts and
great,
bolts of
though.
it.
It's
All
great.
right,
This
check
has
it out.
been going
Lords
on
of
a long
War.
time,
More to
yeah.
come on that. We'll keep you posted. April 17th. Circle your calendar. Either head up to land with him or out to Boca Hotel for, was it Wings and Wheels? Or
Busybody
or
was the
Busybody
is
over
the
on
casting
18th
call.
Street for the
Busybody.
casting call. April
Busybody,
17th.
yeah.
Circle
In
that
Boca,
date. You got a lot of stuff coming up. Lords of War.
But you follow the rules.
Yeah, those rules, ladies, is all I can tell you.
This
Wow.
is. I wish I just had a camera. I would just put the camera and watch all 1,000 people show up there, and
Well,
he
I'm sure
picks
we're gonna
5.
We're gonna have a videographer there showing, you know, the turnout and
Well,
everything.
it's a
and-
casting call for
Yeah.
photographers and videographers too.
Yeah.
So
there you
I don't know how. Amber's going to handle all of that.
Amber, I can't wait to meet you. More to come.
There's the interview.
I'm going to light a candle
Gotta
for
interview
Amber,
the
and I don't
people
even
doing
know
the
her.
interviews.
All right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. Great show. Barbara Silver, Amy Reshevsky, OMG Flower, Dr. Laura Ellick. A lot of great things going on here.
That's right.
Dan, welcome to our crew. Slick, nice job. Valerie on board. Girls are editing. Ronnie, your piece is coming. A lot of moving parts. We didn't even talk to Eminem. She had her show today also.
I know.
A lot of things. You guys did a great job rehanging all the artwork. It looks amazing, so more to come. Have a great day, everyone. Be safe. Be kind to each other. We'll see you tomorrow, 9 a.m. drive time.
And don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show is over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S will bring more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. Well, see you next time.
In the cold and sleepless nights, I wait for you to bring me back to life. In my electric eyes, it doesn't mean that time can thicken every single breath. I want to unfreeze my heart and fly away. That's why I wanna save her. Your moons and craters. Open up my eyes, waterfalls of ice, sweeping me away like an avalanche. Helpless as I fall, the words can't say it all, sweeping me away like an avalanche. a sound, waiting deep inside my maze of sweeping thrills and colors. Just a ray of light, bathing me in drops of ink that glaze across my body. Wish you could unfreeze my heart and we could fly.